I'm astrologer and life coach Penny Dix. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome back if you're a regular visitor here. And if this is your first visit, big welcome to you. I'd love it if you'd subscribe. So thanks for joining us. So this is one of my short heads up videos for the month of March for the sign of Scorpio. And that's if you are Sun in Scorpio or rising sign, also known as the ascendant. Scorpio, did you know this is when it all changes? You didn't? Well, it does. Are you pleased about that? Yeah, I thought a lot of you might be. Well, let me explain, because this month is probably the most significant astrological month of the year and over a period of several years. Probably not since we had the great conjunction between Pluto and Saturn back in January 2020. So why is this particular month so significant? Well, let's have a look first at what's going on in Pisces. This is your fifth house. And at the beginning of the month, Mercury, our planet of communication, is in this part of your chart. And you might find, which is fun, there will be invitations to go and do some things which are fun rather than serious stuff, but go and listen to music, go and see an art gallery, go and see a play. All those kind of things can come up with Mercury in this part of the chart. Also, some good conversations with dear friends. That's another kind of manifestation of this energy, because Mercury is our planet of communication. And it can also mean that you're having good discussions, if you have children, with them, so that you're kind of sorting things through and seeing how they're doing. Mercury on the 19th moves into your sixth house, Aries. And this is the part of your chart that is where it's your day-to-day routine. It can also be the need to check up on health details or health appointments that we need to make. But with Mercury in this part of your chart for now, I think it's very much about just being, it might be that you're kind of getting your calendar and your diary sorted out for the rest of the year, let alone the month, and really putting things down in writing, what you want to achieve, what you want to manifest, what you don't want in your life. So that can be a manifestation of this energy. And then if we move to the first of a very significant day in this year, March the 7th, we have two big events happening astrologically on this day. One, the first one, is a full moon. And okay, full moons are big events. We have them once a month. And full moons, I think, are always significantly important because the energy, which I'm sure you notice, Scorpio, as you are a very sensitive and deep feeling personality, that you'll feel the tension of that energy building up. This full moon is in Virgo, in the part of your chart that is to do with your hopes and dreams and wishes. And what I feel it's going to kind of bring to your awareness is that perhaps there are certain paths that you've been going down that really need too much attention, and that perhaps you don't really have enough time to give them the attention they need, so that you might have to decide, hone down what you do and what you focus your energies on. You know, when we have too many fingers in too many pies, none of the pies turn out as good as they could be. So it may be, Scorpio, that it's about just being clear about what you want and just focusing on one or two important things in your life. Now, the other major energy of this day is about my big boy outer planet, Saturn. Saturn, the planet of boundaries, commitment, rules, constriction, I can't say the word, contraction, that was the word I was searching for. Saturn has been in Aquarius, which is your 4th house of home and family. Some of you may have moved house or made significant changes to your living space over the last 3 years, whilst Saturn has been in this part of your chart. And it will have seen you putting down good firm roots and enjoying more commitment to the family and how things are done, if your particular family is a close one. If it's not, then it can have seen endings and not seeing anyone ever again kind of drama. Now, Saturn on the 7th moves into Pisces. My oceans of emotions sign are sign of sensitivity, creativity, spirituality, and psychic awareness. This is your 5th house. This is the part of your chart that is really to do with having fun and entertainment. I mean, Saturn is certainly a serious, somber planet, but you know, this can really help you put structure. If you work in the entertainment industry, if you're doing anything of any kind of artistic importance, this puts structure into your work. It helps you focus and be committed to what you want to achieve. So really good energy for anything creative. Also, it can bring new friends into your life, friends that last for a long time, friends that you do feel committed to. And Saturn is going to be in Pisces for nearly 3 years. So it really is super energy. So this is one of the major changes that are happening this month. And the other one, which is a really biggie, I'm saving till last. But let's also look at what's going on in your 6th house, because Aries is really well starred this month. There's a lot of energy and a lot of activity going on in your 6th house. This, just to remind you, is your day-to-day routine, the everyday jobs we have to do. It can be pets. It can be any issues that come up with our little furry friends that we look after. And it's also, or scorpions, perhaps a Scorpio. You keep scorpions. Oh my God, how did that thought come into my mind? Anyway, it also can be about health matters. And so we have this energy. You've had Chiron here, which is the wounded healer. He's an asteroid. And you've had Chiron here for some time. And Jupiter is coming up to conjunct Chiron. Now, what this can do, it can go 2 ways, depending on whether you've been paying attention to what Chiron in your 6th house of health has been trying to make you aware of. Either it brings in the opportunity for healing because Jupiter expands everything it touches, or it flares something up. If it does flare something up, nip it in the bud straight away. Don't let it linger. Get it seen to. So that's one important kind of part of March that you just need to be aware of. Then also the sun is going to move into this part of your chart with the spring equinox on the 20th of March. And so the sun can represent health. And the sun can also represent a return to good health. So I think as long as you've paid attention to whatever it is Jupiter is highlighting for you with Chiron in this part of your chart, you will be okay. So the next day, on the 21st, we have a new moon, also in this part of your chart. This is wonderful energy to really look at how you can freshen up, brighten up your working routine, whether you're a stay-at-home person, whether you have a career or a job, or a retired person. How can you shake up your routine and make it more interesting, more fun, more vibrant, more proactive? Because of course Aries is a cardinal sign and likes to get going and get things moving. So we have that energy on the 21st, which is the same day that Venus, our planet of love and relationship, that is in Taurus, in the part of your chart that is to do with significant relationships, also business partnerships, is conjunct the North Node. Something will manifest with this energy where a relationship changes because it's karmically destined to change. Now, whether that is for the good or for the bad depends really what else is going on in your own personal chart. Don't fret about it. Don't worry about it. If there's nothing making any significant aspect in your chart, then it will have not much of an effect. However, this can also be business relationships and close friend relationships that need to change. So then on the 30th, Venus will move up and be conjunct my big outer boy, Uranus, our planet of the unexpected and shocks, who of course you've had in your 7th house of significant relationships for quite a little while now. So you've got used to the twists and turns and ups and downs and surprises of your emotional life. It's been all over the place, Scorpio. And Venus conjunct Uranus, I think, brings surprising events around a relationship. That's really all one can say. And it depends on your own kind of personal life as to what that can represent. Also, if it's a business relationship that is affected, then actually Venus, of course, in her guise as money and wealth, could bring unexpected benefits through a business partner. So that could be another way of looking at this energy. Now we come to your ruler, Pluto. Pluto is our lovely dwarf planet out there in the Kuiper Belt. Pluto is the planet of transformation, of power, of change. Pluto is the part of you that can really go down to the depths. You know, Scorpio is such a deep energy. And you know where this energy is now moving into? Your home and family, your 4th house, Aquarius. Now remember, this energy is going to be here for around 20 years. You've had Pluto in Capricorn in the part of your chart to do with communication, and you've had it there for quite a long time, for about 15, 16, 17 years. And it's transformed the way you communicate and the way you deal with your local kind of neighborhood in that sense. Pluto is going to flirt with Aquarius over the next 2 years. I will be doing a separate video about Pluto's move into Aquarius. So that'll be coming out soon if it's not out already. But it's not, I haven't done it yet because I'm still recording March. So moving into your 4th house, this is not going to fully be here till the end of 2024. And of course, this is very much about where you live. Over the next 20 years, and it doesn't necessarily happen as soon as it moves in, you could move house. You could move country. There could be enormous changes in your living style. Also, it affects our family and our family members. So there can be big transformations for family members, transformations in your relating to your family members. Maybe some for the good, and maybe some not quite so good. But because it's Pluto, if it's for the not quite so good, you will ultimately get to the root of what's wrong and resolve it, transform it, as Pluto enables you to do that. So really kind of positive energy. So there we go, Scorpio. A very interesting month ahead. This is the month, I think, that you'll look back and you'll say, that's when things really started to shift. Even if you don't instantly see it in the actual month, it will change. So on that note, thank you so much for joining me for your March 2023 astrology. And please remember to like, comment, subscribe, share, all those wonderful things. Some of those things, none of them, whatever you feel moved to do, I will be super grateful for whatever you choose to do. And thank you so much for all my new subscribers and the support and the lovely comments you are giving me here on my channel. It means a lot, and that is truly from the heart. Thank you. So on that note, have a great month ahead, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.